Join us on the Rise Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you, and be sure to tune in. Hello. Hi, this is Queen F. Smothers. It's been a long time since I did a vlog, and we've got some current events that are happening. We've got some crazy things that are happening in the news. Yeah, I really hate to bring news like this, but this has been on my mind, this concert, this Astro World concert. Recently, the 10th victim, which is a 9-year old, recently just passed, Ezra Blunt, from injuries they say allegedly sustained at the Astro concert that Travis Scott hosts in Houston, Texas, produced by Live Nation. You know, wow. It's just, I hate bringing news like this, but let's talk about it. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your juice, whatever you're drinking, and let's talk about it. Wow. When I first heard about the Astro concert, I was like, and I saw the images, I was like, what kind of south of the border, underworld, devil worshiping crap is this? I mean, who goes to concerts like this? Oh, that's why there are people that are either acting like they're from the underworld or, worshiping on a low vibration um, images and things that they shouldn't be worshiping. But you know what? We all were young once. I was young once, and I attended concerts. Not that many, but I do remember my sister taking me and my other sister to the Jackson 5 concert in Chicago in the 80s. And I'm gonna tell you now, it was something similar to the Astro concert with the hieroglyphics and the lights and the fire on stage, all of that. It adds to the dynamics of a live concert. And then you're looking at your favorite artists on stage, and they dressed in the scantily clad tight pants and this and that, and you're like, ooh, Randy Jackson, Michael Jackson, and we had a ball. But I remember looking behind me after hearing a lot of commotion, and it was like a domino effect where one young lady was standing on top of one of the chairs trying to see the Jacksons, and she tumbled, and we all tumbled and started falling, and it was chaotic. It was a stampede. It was a stampede. And I had to be between 10 to 12 years old. And me and my sisters and a friend of ours who was with us, we all ran, and we wind up running backstage into the Jacksons, um, the rooms that they use when they're showering backstage, and we saw the big old luggage that had Jackson 5 on it, and there's soap and towels and uniforms and outfits and jeans and stuff, and we start taking things. We were taking souvenirs. We were young and we didn't know any, that it was wrong, that it was crazy, but we wind up missing the bad effects of being part of a stampede. We didn't get injured or hurt. I didn't hear anything about it. The next day, um, on the news, I was a kid, so I really didn't watch the news. So, but yes, those stampedes do happen at concerts when there is little preparation, when they overbook on tickets because it's a money grab. And it's just unfortunate that this 9-year old um, passed and the other 9 people from this concert. Um, it's very unfortunate. Now, the question that everybody's asking is Travis Scott, Live Nation, or Astro, or the father to blame? I can say that when my sister took us to that concert, she had no idea that there was going to be a stampede. If she had any idea, she wouldn't have never took us. I can honestly say that her intention was that we have a good time, you know, and that was it. But it turned into a stampede. It was chaotic. It was bad. It was pretty bad. But none of us got hurt. But unfortunately, these people who attended this concert, a lot of them got hurt. They say hundreds have gotten hurt. 10 passed, and it's just so unfortunate. But are we blaming the right people? I mean, everybody's showing the images, of course, of the concert. Travis Scott standing on stage, even calling out and say, "Hey, check this person out, help this person. What's going on over here?" And then somebody has a picture saying, "Oh, he was laughing," And then there's the mob. What do they call it? The mob thing that the kids fall in the pit. They're saying that they couldn't get out of, and I just can't imagine you know, they say it's like being in hell, I mean, we got hell here on earth, But the question is Travis Scott, Live Nation, or the father of this 9-year-old who recently passed, who's to blame? Okay, I'm sure that when you are a celebrity and you're doing a concert, unless you're part of the production team, you don't have, dibs on everything that's going on. That all the tickets that are sold, if it's overbooked, if the security is in place, I'm sure there is a question of how much did Travis Scott know? You know, um, Live Nation, they have disclaimers when you go online and you buy a ticket. And from my understanding, what they're saying is that in the disclaimer it says something to the effect of what you're attending. You're attending a concert, and that possibly, allegedly, this is what's in there, that you're responsible for whatever happens as far as injuries. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll check up on that. But anyway, I'm sure they have disclaimers that will protect them, because when you're a $1 billion business, you're going to protect your hiney. You're going to protect your business. It's unfortunate. And then they're saying, okay, the father, they said that his son loved singing and performing, and that he was treating him. This is a treat for his son. Then some are saying that it was a treat for him. He wanted to go to the concert, and he just took his son with him. However way it worked out, I'm sure he had no intentions of something bad happening to his son. So we got to be careful not to vilify and to put people on bad pedestals when they have no control over how other people act. We saw how the kids rushed in and tried to get past the security, and they did succeed and got into the VIP section, and how people got squished and all of that. I think personally, I think they overbooked. I think they didn't have enough security, that they either weren't concerned, or that it was all planned, that this is all part of the dynamics of this concert. Here we're at Concerts 2.0. So it's not going to be like the concerts back in the day. Um, and those were bad, some of them. I'm sure the Beatles and different groups and Kiss and all those other metal hard rock groups, they have crazy things happening to people jumping off into the crowd, and jumping off the stage and the speakers and stuff like that. But with this concert, it appears that it was very little preparation um, done for to protect the crowd, to protect the people, And then we got the crowd full of people and kids that are have no masks, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. And then some people were saying that who attended said that they weren't even checking for vaccination cards or giving any tests, COVID tests or whatever. You know, why in the middle of a pandemic? Why are we having a concert with 50,000 people? I don't get that. That's a bit strange. Was that planned? You know, um, look up Agenda 2021 or Agenda 21. Look up depopulation. There's some things going on that we don't see. Yeah, there is an underworld, and it's not just with whatever the hip hop artists like we want to label people or the people that are metal, hard rock bands. Those are not the underworld that we're thinking of. Underworld could be the elite, people that are sitting in high places, like the word of God says, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities and dark places and people in high places. And there are people who really, really don't have our best interests at heart. And we as parents, we have to make healthier choices for our kids too. Okay, if you're 9 years old and I'm an adult and I'm your father or mother, you're not going to tell me what you want to do. The decision lies in my hand. I am guardian over your life and protect your life. I have to make healthier decisions. We have to make healthier decisions for our kids. Sure, the child probably wanted to go to the concert, but look at the type of concert he was taking him to. And they say during that day, you could see how the crowd was increasing. You can see the dynamics of the astral world. It was pretty deep. And they say that her who performed, she said she couldn't get with that vibe. She said the vibe was off. So there was some things going on in high places in the underworld. They got things on stage like no signal on the other side. Those color bar signals. No signal what? No signal, no life signal. And then they say Travis Scott had on Instagram, he before the concert, he said, "See you on the other side." See you on what other side? Is this what we're doing? Are we setting people up to fail or to die? I'm not accusing because this is one man. I'm not going to accuse this one young man of this, but I will say that you are responsible for people's lives and the direction that you put them in your performances, in your stage, in your everything. You're responsible to some extent. Um, but, also the producers are responsible to a certain percent. You know, um, Dave, I'm sure you've got kids. You're a producer. You're a $1 billion company. You have kids. Do you want your kids to go to a concert and then wind up dying? No. So we have to protect and make healthier choices for our young people. And then we've got the Kardashians. What's going on with the Kardashians? Kanye West, he started acting weird after he got with Kim. I don't know, maybe he was a bit weird before then, but he was making good music. The Dropout CD that was really great. He did the blueprint for Jay-Z and just a talented young man. And they say maybe after his mom passed, he started changing, but he really started acting really different, really weird. And like what he said about slavery was an option, that really threw me off. But I don't know if they're still together. Maybe you guys can tell me. Put it in the link. Comment below. What's going on with Kanye? because every man that gets with the Kardashian, now we got Carly who's with Travis Scott. This young man, I don't know what he was doing. They say he was big in Houston and everything, and he blew up and everything, but now he's acting weird. He did a apology video, and you couldn't see his eyes, and it was just really weird. Uh, drugs are not good. And in a few of his pictures, I could see maybe he was either high or something. So yeah, we gotta be responsible for our own behavior. Nobody wants this on their record that 10 people died at a concert that they gave. Nobody wants this on their record. And I'm sure he doesn't. So he's got to make healthier choices. Hopefully, um, he'll grow from this. Hopefully, they'll help the people that who relative passed and help them on their expenses. It's just really unfortunate. The holidays are coming up, and they got to live with the fact that their kid went to a concert, or their sister, or their brother, their best friend went to a concert and didn't make it out alive, and died the most inhumane way in a stampede, or from not breathing. They say one of the girls, she died from she had two heart attacks while she was at the concert. Um, the one before Travis, the one before Ezra Blunt. Yeah, they said she had went into cardiac arrest. So who wants this on their record? Nobody. Nobody wants to entertain like this. This is not entertainment. Okay, so please, people who hip hop artists, soul artists, whatever you're doing, whatever area genre you're in, be responsible for your concerts, your language, your lyrics that are in your projects. So, just some weird stuff going on. But you know what? We're living in the last evil days, and we must prepare. We must not be swoon to that side that will lead us down only one path, and it's a bad path. We want to see our maker and our ancestors. We want to live a carefree life where we can go to sleep with a clear conscience. So make healthier choices. We've got in the news Howard University. There's other things going on besides the Astro concert, and it's unfortunate. And we say a prayer for all those who have lost their loved ones. And we've got now Howard University students are sleeping out in tents in the cold, because reportedly there are mice, roaches, and mold in their dorms, and it's just so unfortunate that we got a large university. They say that some of these HBCUs are getting, most of them are getting less than the other non-black colleges. They're getting between like $71,000 per student, or 51,000 per student, and the other colleges are getting like 410,000 per student. So the money that's being donated, they say that um, let's see, P. Diddy, they say he's donated money to Howard University. A lot of artists have donated money to Howard University, but the money's not reaching the students, reportedly, allegedly. So let's get better with this, okay? Students should not be sleeping out in tents. Okay. Not us being one of the richest countries in the world. We just passed the $1.2 trillion stimulus. It shouldn't be like that. And from what I'm told, the stimulus was chopped down as far as the HBCUs, the monies that was supposed to go to them, it was chopped down, you know. So we've got people in high places, and it's not just at the little asteroid concerts or the hip hop artist concerts. It's not just that. It's people in high places, people in politics that are making decisions that are not for the betterment of their nation, of their people. People that are crossing the border because their country is a shithole. You know what I'm saying? This is the underworld. This is hell. That is hell. When you have to cross your country that you're in to go to another country and you're swimming in water with your infant baby to get to another country. What's worse than that? What's worse than living in a country and you're beaten half to death and made to work for free and to build a country? Slavery. And your ancestors didn't get anything from it. What's worse than that? What's worse than that? That's hell too. So we got the underworld that's here right before our eyes. And like I said, we've got to do better by our people. We've got to come to the defense of the people. We've got to make better decisions for our lives and others' lives. Um, we got to get better, people. We really do. So is Travis Scott, Live Nation, or the father to blame for the 9-year-old Ezra Blunt? I I wouldn't blame the father because I think he had the best intentions. Um, Live Nation, you should change your name because if people are going to be dying at your events, that's not good. Something has to change. There was a young man that was paralyzed a couple of years ago because he jumped off a speaker because Scott told him to. I mean, that was dumb on his behalf to do that. But still, Live Nation, you've got to do better in protecting, getting better security, um, protecting that areas that you're going to have your concerts in. Make sure that kids, a 9-year-old shouldn't have been at a concert like that. Not at all. Not at all. Um, so yeah, give me your thoughts and opinion. Hit me in the comments section. You'll probably see this later, tonight or whatever. Give me your thoughts. Who's to blame? The father, Live Nation, or Travis Scott for the 9-year-old and the other 9 people that died in this tragedy? It's just so unfortunate. It really is. It's very unfortunate. Um, and then we've got, I want to just say, because people forget people when they're alive. And now that, Yapicado was a very good actor, he passed a couple of months ago and he just had a birthday. So happy heavenly birthday, Yapicado. He played in Across 110th Street. He was one of the first black actors to star alongside with in the James Bond movie. So yeah, yep, we have to celebrate people while they're here and not just, wait until they pass to celebrate them. And very little has been reported on Yafet Kato. Yafet, yes. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I do have an upcoming documentary. Rise Woman Network is not just vlogs. We do documentaries. I have a documentary called Chicago Success Soul and Blues documentary, music, a little flashback, and just some good times. Not just. I didn't want to just talk about anything negative about Chicago. But there is a struggle, of course, of living things that have happened in Chicago that we do talk about. So, but also there's music. So, the Chicago Success Soul and Blues documentary, make sure you check it. It's this Friday on the Rise Women Network at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So, definitely check that out. Like I say, I call it the Chi-Town Success Soul and Blues. Chi-Town, not Chiraq. So I just wanted to do a little pop-up video and thank you for tuning in. And you continue to like, subscribe, give me your opinion. Um, and just let me know, how do you feel about the current news of what's going on? And make sure you stay positive. Try not to get dragged down and get into a state of depression. And then we got the weather changing, so we're going into the winter months. So this is a time that a lot of us depression comes on. But try to get out, do some things, start a blog, start a podcast, start just a regular blog. And just remain positive, try to rise above what you see going on in the news. Don't let anything bring you down, And like Maya Angelou says, you may write me down in your history books with your bitter, twisted lies, but still, like dust, I rise, I rise, arise, and thank you and be blessed. Join us on the Rise Women Network, where our special guests will be speaking about economics, gentrification, colorism, film reviews, health and wellness, reparations, celebrity news, and entrepreneurship. Thank you and be sure to tune in.